Hello again, it's me, Evelyn, and I'm home alone right now. So I thought it would be a good time to express how I've been feeling these days. As some of you might know, if you've been watching our channel, that I'm usually very happy and bubbly, but these days I really can't be. I don't really feel like myself these days. And I feel like just annoyed really easily these days. Even when I want to be happy, I can't be that happy. So you might be wondering, like, what happened? And well, biggest thing that has changed is we bought a house. We bought our first apartment in Korea almost 2 months ago. We've been here. And you know, like buying your first apartment, you should be really excited and happy. It's a time when you see how much you've achieved and how hard you've worked and saved money to get what you want. As most of you know, like in Korea, it's pretty expensive to buy a house or an apartment. So we've been saving for a long time. Well, we've been saving before we got married. If you know us, we are not very materialistic people. We don't really buy many material goods. We're pretty simple people. We like to spend most of our money on traveling and traveling. So let me get back to the topic. These days, I'm not really feeling very happy. And it started after we moved into our new house. So for the last 2 months, I haven't been really feeling good. So, I don't want to do this. So actually we're still living in the same complex. We've only moved to a new apartment. So we know this apartment very well. We've been really happy here. That's why we decided to buy out an apartment here. At our old place, we never had any problems. However, before we moved in, on a Saturday afternoon, we came over here and we were like cleaning the bathrooms, and the people downstairs, they called and they complained that we were being too loud. And we're like, okay. So my husband was like, okay, maybe it's gonna be a little bit crazy neighbors. I thought honestly they were just being nosy, you know, because they haven't heard anyone upstairs, and then finally they hear some noise, so they just wanted to see what's going on. That's what I was hoping, thinking. So anyways, we move in on a Friday. The very next day on a Saturday, they complained 3 times. 3 times. Like, it's too much. And people don't usually get to me very easily. And the whole time I was trying to be positive, my husband was like really angry and like taking it out on the kids and saying like, okay, you guys sit down, sit down, sit down. Basically like, don't even move around the house. And it was like at the point where it's not even fun being in the house. Like, we actually dread being in the house. When we went out, we went to our parent-in-law's house, and the kids were just like moving around, you know, freely. And my husband didn't say anything. No one said anything about like, sit down, be quiet. And it was really so nice. When we came back home, first, we checked to see if their lights are on because we want to know if they're home so we can expect a phone call. And it's just too much. It's too much. So I actually talked to them. So the third time they complained, I was so angry, I slammed the door. And so they heard. And when they called, the wife speaks English, and I just told her, like, I asked her what was the problem. And she said, you guys are being too loud. And I was like, what do you mean we're being too loud? Like, it's during the day, Saturday, like 2 p.m. We're walking around the house and playing. And she basically said like, playing is for outside. And I was like, okay, well, this is not gonna work. And I told him, we're gonna have to live here together for at least 2 years So it would be nice to get along. I like to get along with everyone. I say hi to everyone. And I don't want to be like a war zone here. So anyways, they thought they were going to come in our house to see what we're doing. And when I heard my husband agreed to this, I was like, no, we are not having anyone come in our house. And he was actually gonna go downstairs and listen while their husband comes up here. I was like, what? And you come back to us being murdered? We're not doing that. No, no. So anyways, in our previous house, we only had mats in our playroom. So we decided, okay, we will get some mats and, you know, try to help with the noise. So we got some mats. Let me just show you all the mats. So we started with these mats and they weren't thick enough. So then we got the thick mats all down everywhere. Yes, some's not matching, but whatever. Mats are expensive. So anyways, the whole living room is covered in mats. It goes to here. Then it goes into the kitchen. He wanted to put mats over there as well. In Evan's room, we have a mat. Under that rug is a mat. We go to Aiden's room and here's another mat. So as you can see, there's mats everywhere. Well, I really didn't want my house covered in mats. Who would? But I start getting used to that and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like now the kids can run more freely and we don't have to worry. However, we still got complaints, even with the thick mats. My husband talked with maintenance because I told the people downstairs, do not call us anymore. If you have a complaint, call maintenance, don't call us, or I'm gonna call the police for harassment. So they called maintenance and then maintenance would call us and then actually they realized, okay, they're calling too much. They're complaining too much. Like this is normal hours where there can be some noise. And so maintenance even told them, okay, you guys, this is like shared place. You have to be used to some noise. So maintenance kind of agreed with my husband not to call us. So they'll just like play the be quiet speech over the loudspeaker. So whatever, that's better. So anyways, I start feeling better. Okay, they're not complaining to us directly anymore. We have the mats down. Everyone's happy, right? No. Last week, then my husband sends me a message and says, oh, we have to clean out the hallway. We have to put all of the stuff inside because someone complained to the fire department. Okay, so everyone who lives in an apartment, they have stuff in the hallway if they have children. Like it's just normal. And then they tell us we have to clean all of that out. I mean, we had a bike trailer and we had a stroller and like Evan's bike. And they told us we have to get rid of that. If we don't put it inside, then, and they complain again, then we'll get a fine from the fire department. So that's what I mean, just like one thing after another. Like it just seems like it doesn't quit. And it's just so annoying. So I put the stuff in the house, in the hallway, of what I could. I can't fit everything. Let me show you. So this bike trailer and the scooters used to be in the hallway. This stroller was always in the house because it's quite expensive. So right here, and then we had this stroller and bike, and we had it here, and I understand like, you know, like the fire stuff. The crazy annoying thing is everyone does it. Even on the first floor of our apartment, there's 3 bikes at the same place. So it's just so annoying. Like the complaints just keep coming and keep coming. And like, so there's only 2 people that could be. It was downstairs or the people next door. I don't think it's the people next door, but like I've been in the other apartments and there's so much stuff in the hallway. I mean, at our last apartment, we had stuff in our hallway. The other people had stuff in the hallway. Everyone has stuff in the hallway and there was no problem. I just don't understand how one dong could be so different from the other dong. The people in the other dong, they were so friendly, but this one, like, seems like no one's really friendly. I'm the only one saying hi. So it's just so annoying. And I heard about people having like horrible neighbors and complaining a lot, but I really didn't know it could be this bad and this stressful. Like, it's really, really stressful. I think another thing that makes me stressed out is because it's been more than a year and a half since I've seen my family, and I'm used to going there at least once or twice a year. So this is the longest it's been. So the first thing after this COVID is just to take a long vacation and hopefully go home for a couple weeks to a month and just relax with the people I love. If you don't see my happy, bubbly self, well, now you know why. It's really hard when you have like annoying neighbors and stuff. So if your neighbors don't complain, then you guys should like bake them an apple pie or something. Be super nice to them and just make sure you appreciate them. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully in the coming weeks, coming months, I can just feel better and go back to my normal self. The day they move, that would be the happiest day of my life. So anyways, thanks again. Remember to push the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any tips or suggestions to help deal with annoying neighbors, then please leave them in the comments below. Have a good day. Bye.